What's the real lifespan of a modern transmission?
That's a great question. And don't get me wrong, we're going to preface this whole thing is based on services, driving habits, all that good stuff here too, right? So it's important to have your services done every 60,000 miles. If it's a CVT, I encourage every 30. I would say if you are in a vehicle with a CVT transmission, the typical lifespan that we're seeing on these types of cars is anywhere from 80 to 120,000 miles. Now, we've seen vehicles get up to 150, 160 before we had to do CVT transmissions, so that's pretty good. We've done them as early as 55, and for whatever reason, it wasn't under the dealership warranty at that time. Not sure why, I can't remember all those things, but typical average span on a CVT is 80 to 120. Let's say you have a traditional transmission, an automatic transmission. The lifespan of an automatic transmission with proper with proper services, you can easily get between 200 and 300,000 miles. It's going to be significantly more rare to have to replace transmissions on standard shifting transmissions that are automatics that have the actual gears inside of them. It is very few and very far between that you actually have to replace those transmissions. When we have been having to replace those transmissions, those are typically between 150 and 220,000 miles. Now, when you get to that lifespan, right, the 150 to 200,000 miles, and you're replacing a major component like that, you look into two different options. You can go down the remanufactured route, which typically, for us, it's like a 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It's super awesome. And those are a great solution for longevity. What I mean by this is that if you're planning on keeping your car for more than 3 to 5 years, then you have that warranty that can guarantee and back it behind. Let's say you are planning a more short-term aspect, 3 months to maybe a year and a half. You can go down a used transmission, but like for us, we've got a couple rules when we put in used transmissions on cars. First and foremost, it obviously needs to be significantly less mileage on the vehicle. Ideally, it's below 80,000 miles. We always make sure that the transmission comes out of a vehicle that's been wrecked by the rear end. And it is something here where we work with our used suppliers to be able to help support what those missions are. Obviously, we want the vehicle to have some sort of mobility, something to know that the transmission was okay from the accident. And then on used parts, you can get a warranty. Now, that warranty is not going to be 3 years. It's typically they only offer us a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty. And that's the other thing, is that we need to make sure our vendor is able to guarantee us a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty behind any used components, particularly transmissions, to make it worth the value. Now, obviously, the expense is going to be significantly less on a used part than a remanufactured part, but a lot of it comes into what's the game plan long-term for the car. How long are we planning on keeping it? What are we doing with it? Budget's going to play with it, and obviously, it needs to have a warranty. Never will our shop, well, I can't say never, rarely will our shop put under a transmission that has a less mileage than that, or a lesser warranty than that.